You're good. There you go. Right on. All right. Plop yourself right up here. And what's your name, sweetheart?
Robert.
Let's give Robert a big hand. Did you even know what you were coming to tonight, Robert? You didn't have a clue, did you?
I had no idea.
I knew it. I could tell. I could tell when he was stumbling up here, like, why me? And his friends threw him under the bus and said he wants it. So, anyway, Robert, one of the things I do is psychometry, which is energy and objects. So I see you have an earring.
Well, I used to have two, but...
That's okay. One works for me. Can you take that off? Mm-hmm. Now, I know that here, Kiki, the DJ, likes to play that song from the 70s, Gypsy, from Fleetwood Mac. But I do try to give things back, okay? He thinks I'm a gypsy, all right? So, and I do admit that when you come to my office, sometimes you forget things, and so they're left in my desk drawer. But you can always come back and get them, just so you know that. Okay, so Robert, and I want to say I'm honored, because radio people get to change their names. When you're on my show, you don't. You're who you are. You're kind of cheesy if you called yourself something else. But I'm doing psychometry, which is energy and objects, like I said. And so I need to ask you, is there any question before I go out there? Because I'm already kind of getting some little visions, and then I'm going to say what I'm getting. Have you ever done gymnastic stuff?
When I was little.
You did? How old were you? Were you in junior high?
It was before that. It was like elementary.
Were you into gymnastics, though?
My mom had me in it, and...
I could see, okay. Your mom had you in gymnastics, okay. Believe it or not, Robert, for me to go there, you're probably having to be reminded about, she probably did that. Are you a very physical young man? Or are you more into, like, what would you say? Are you physically active?
Yeah, I guess, pretty much, yeah. I'm always out doing something.
You're okay. Well, the reason I ask you, there are some people that are quiet, and then there are some people that like to be busy doing things. And so if you're that kind of person, as a little boy, she probably knew at a very young age to start giving you physical things to do. So you wouldn't get on her nerves, maybe. So for me to go back in time like that and to pick up the gymnastic, is there someone that's passed away? Because we have to understand why I've gone back in time then. Is there something going on that you're going to school or something that would affiliate with me picking that up?
I finished school, actually.
You're out of school?
A year early.
You finished a year early, okay. I'm impressed. That's cool. Well, for me to get that, I have to tell you then, it's either, there's two ways we can go with this. It's either you have to get yourself in some kind of class that has to do with you doing some kind of sports physically, that's singular, not like a football team or something, or maybe it is because you're working out. Or if that's in your mind, okay, this should be confirmation because I got it. Or, quite honestly, because it involves your mother, I would say the other arena would be there's something going on that you need to communicate with your mother. So, does that hit more close? Okay, thank you. So for you to understand, because I'm going to remind everyone, for me to get gymnastics and it took you back to childhood and your mother made you do it, I'm going to remind you that it could possibly be a loved one on the other side coming through, okay? Because they tend to do that sometimes. So I'm going to have you pull a couple cards, all right? We'll do fairy cards. So keeping your privacy, you understand why, because you responded to the mom, and so any skeptics going, oh, so now she's going to say it's his mother because he responded. No, I'm saying it because of the gymnastics thing. But that's where you felt it. Like, okay, that feels like why I would pick it up. So that's good that you understand it. What I'm going to ask you to do is act on it and not dismiss it after tonight, okay? All right. Go ahead and pull one.
Do I look at it?
I will. Inspiration. So I don't know if inspiration is for her or for you, but you got the word inspiration. I find you inspirational at your age for already graduating. So anyone out there watching, I already consider you what I would say in the community right now, a little healer, someone that's a living example at your age for doing something special like getting yourself graduated early. That means you stayed focused and disciplined. Okay, Robert, so kudos to you. I wasn't as disciplined at your age. Pull one more. In fact, I was downright naughty, okay, in some people's eyes. Not mine, but others. All right, in realization, and it's a little fairy card, and in the little fairy, you don't necessarily have to try to see it, but I'm telling you, you see that he's sitting and studying, right? Mm-hmm. So something's going on, inspirational with you, whether it's you, and I'm not talking regular school, Robert. It can be anything, but it has to do with realization, which could be self-realization, and study. Mm-hmm. So this has to do with you getting tuned into what it is you want to be doing, correct?
Yeah.
All right. You got a question? You feel okay with this?
Yeah.
All right. Let's give Robert a big hand. Thank you so much. Take the mic off. Thank you, Robert. Listen, I'm impressed because, not necessarily with myself, but with Robert. Thanks. He's quiet, you know, and he showed truth to us because he understood what I was getting. So, this is kind of cool. I don't want you to get confused about what you're about to see, but I want another young gentleman to come up here. I was slightly confused for a half a second. So now that Robert showed you how to use the microphone, huh? The first one always does. The first one is the guinea pig for psychometry. By the time the second person comes up, they have objects for me to hold. They know what's going on. How about you, Richard? No. Yes. You know why I know his name's Richard? I don't know if you noticed.
It's not Richard.
Yeah, that's someone else. No, you're not Richard. I know who you are, though. Stephen.
Yes.
But Robert and Stephen are twins. I don't know if you can see because I had to do a double take on you guys. You are the twins, right?
Yes.
Not some Richard out there that I pulled out. Okay, Stephen. Now that your brother got to see how this works, you get to see how it works with him. What do you have for me? Anything? Come on, Stephen.
What?
You know I did psychometry with your brother. You don't even have earrings on, so what am I going to grab of yours? Huh? What's in your pocket, little boy? Come on, dude.
Hold on.
Holy smokums. I just gave him kudos for paying attention. Reach deep. I'll take your wallet.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm older than you, see? You should be paying attention when girls tell you that. All right. That's okay. I got it. All right. You ready? I'm going to call you Richard.
All right.
All right. Okay, Stephen. Do you have a question, honey?
No.
No. You just want me to wing it?
Yes.
Okay. So now you know what I got for your brother. Let's see what we get for you. Were you impressed with that?
Yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, not too much? Okay, let me see what I can do for you. I was, but then I got your name wrong, so. You ever been to Cascade?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you go to Cascade? I don't, so that's not me, that's you.
Well,
I don't think I've been there.
the family I live with, they have property up there, and they always take me up there.
Okay, so Robert doesn't go, but you go?
Yeah.
He goes too, or
No,
just you?
we don't live together, so.
Oh, okay. So I'm getting Cascade, so we're going to say it probably has to do with the family. Mm-hmm. Are there any Richards in the family?
No.
Okay, just checking. Except because, now the Richard thing's kind of bugging me, all right? So, why do you think I might get Cascade and it's affiliated with your family? Are you getting ready to go on a trip with them? Is there something going on at home with them?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of like with them, they've been on my mind a lot because there's a lot of things going on with them. And
is it stuff you can't talk about? You like to keep it personal?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I understand that. We respect that. So we understand that I'm getting cascading them. So if you had a question now, real quick, Stephen, what would you be able to ask if you need me to go out there for you, since it's relating to that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I want you to grab these, the whole deck. I want you to kind of, when I say shuffle them, kind of take them and move them around. Since we, oh, and there's one. Okay, beauty. Are you thinking about moving?
It's been on my mind, yeah, a lot actually.
You're not going to do it for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want you to, now that you've put it out there and I picked it up that you want to make this move, but it's going to take a little while, within the 6 months, okay? You have this plan you're doing, correct? What I want you to do now, if it's possible, is to focus not on moving, because now you've already put that thought out there, okay? But focusing on the steps. And each time you focus on it, it's going to happen as you focus. And as soon as it happens, I want you to intuitive. You're going to have psychic moments. You have to focus on the next time. You have to take the next step. And do not doubt yourself, because I'm going to remind you right now, to get the move, to get the family, to get all that, you have a process you've already put in your mind. I'm telling you to follow each process and do not doubt every step that you've already thought about. So we know the move is there. Now, according to you, is how long it takes. I see within 6 months, but I don't want to put a time on it. But I'm giving you that. That's what I heard. But I want you to figure out how fast you can do it, even though it's going to take some time. 6 months isn't that long.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So, pull another one, or pull a couple.
Pull like
2. Right off the top, he got leadership and life force. I'm going to tell you something. To pull that and to pull that at your age, and to feel what I'm feeling with you setting things up, kind of like your brother, you have leadership qualities, and I'm going to ask you to stay very focused on what your plans are, because I honestly, and I'm not trying to sound cheesy on you, I believe you are here to help make a difference with mankind. So these beautiful ideas you boys are coming up with, that you're thinking about, I want you to act on it. And I want you to trust why you're doing what you're doing. And you are here to make a difference. Okay? Leadership told me. So you lead, your friends listen. You got a whole gang to come, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's give Stephen a big hand. He did. He brought a whole gang of people. Thank you, Stephen.